Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It's the Garden Turns. So today I'm going to process a lot of things that I got out of the garden this morning. I went out early because it's supposed to rain today. Not sure when it's supposed to start, but it was a lot of stuff that needed to be done. So I deadheaded a lot of flowers, which is what you're going to be seeing today. I cut some stevia, which is what we have here. And so we're going to do some drying. And then I also have to make my celery salt. I dried my celery and I just put it in a bag, because I was like, I know I needed to do it, but I had not. So this is the celery. I'm going to be chopping this up and putting some salt with it. You can actually make celery salt with, when you buy the celery from the grocery stores, instead of cutting the leaves and throwing them or putting them in your compost, you can actually dry them and make celery salt. Make your own celery salt so you'll know exactly what type of salt and what's in it. You know, I like to do mine because I put sea salt. So these are two stevia leaves. Well, not leaves, but branches. I have a stevia bush out there right now. And so the stevia is doing pretty well. So I just cut two branches off because I want to just dry these and use them as a sweetener. I want to do some recipes with stevia. So I still have to rinse these because I have not done that yet. And then I also got some of my chamomile because I'm going to make me some chamomile tea tonight. Fresh chamomile smells like apples. I mean, it smells so good. It actually does. It smells like green apples. Let me get the rest of what I have over here because I brought a lot of stuff in today because it was just like I had to get it in. I had to. I know there were a lot of basket flowers that needed to be deadheaded, which I did do. I got some zinnias that I deadheaded. So I'm trying to put this where I can reach it at the same time, you know, and go through it with you guys. So let me show you the cilantro I pulled today. I finally went ahead and pulled it because I wanted to get the coriander before something happened to it, because you never know in my yard or anyone's yard what could possibly happen. But I'm trying to get it off here. It started to hug itself. So okay, so this is my cilantro that bolted. And there are heads on here that I'm going to pull off. And I brought a little container to put them in because I'm going to draw them. I'm going to dry them some more. But this is coriander. Cut one of these off so you can see. So yeah, this is coriander. It's bolted cilantro. You can see their little balls. And this is exactly what cilantro seeds look like when you plant them. You just crush them because there's usually more than one seed inside of a cilantro pod. So we basically are just going to cut some of these off here. Coriander, just to give you a really good idea of what this looks like. That's why I did it. I am not going to do all of this on camera today, but I am going to cut enough so that you can get a idea of what coriander looks like. And these are actually dried here. I left them out a nice amount of time, so they were able to dry. Some of them were. Okay, so let's cut a couple more. I probably got about 4 or 5 more of these plants over there that I plan on getting to today. But like I said, I was just cutting some so you guys can get an idea of what coriander bolted cilantro looks like. So let me cut a couple more because once I start doing something, I get in and I want to finish it. But I know I have a lot to do today, so a lot of processing to do. I also work on my menus on Thursdays, and today is Thursday. So here's more of the cilantro here. So as you can see, there's a lot of it. So I'm just going to stick that over there. Now, what I did do is I deadheaded some zinnias and some basket flowers. And finally, that onion that had bolted. This is it right here. So I'm basically just going to take this and clip it as far to the root as I possibly can. You know, on the stem anyway. And I'm going to lay this here with my coriander and let it dry out. And it'll dry very well. So that's my onion. Now let's go through some of these flowers that I pulled. So I should get seeds from this at some point. Once it dries, this bolted onion head should give me onion seeds. And this is a very strong plant because this was out there for, over a year, and then it bolted. I had forgot I planted it. So I pulled up some, well, I deadheaded some marigolds, and these are key lime. They say they're supposed to be green, but they're yellow. So these, I'm going to get the seeds from these. So I'm just going to lay those over there to dry. I did get some zinnias. These are fruit smoothie zinnias. I'm actually going to put this in a bouquet along with those marigolds probably that I have on my table, because I don't want that to go to waste. It's a beautiful bloom, and so are these. These are too. I do have some that are already dried out that I can use. But yeah, those are really cute. So this is a fruit smoothie zinnia, and these are key lime marigolds. This is a green envy zinnia, which I am definitely going to put on their table. I'm going to dry this bad boy out, but look how pretty this is. This is a green envy zinnia. I mean, I just think that is just the coolest. Just like the most neutral looking things to me look beautiful. Like this, and Job's Tears to me is really pretty as well. It's just green. But yeah, that is a green envy, and I'm sure other things would envy this beautiful flower. Okay, let's see. We got some more marigolds, key lime. These are fruit smoothies. This is another one. As you can see, this one is one that is like not as nice looking as this one. Like this one is starting to die a little bit. It's starting to die back. So when I do my flowers though, when I put them on the table, I have you remove all the extra leaves. My husband doesn't. He puts them in there. When you leave extra leaves on, it makes them rot faster. Yeah, they start breaking down. But my husband is my husband, y'all. So these are basket flowers. I love that man dearly. He know it. I might say stuff, but that is the love of my life, y'all. My husband. Known him since I was like 13. So yeah. So these are basket flowers, and they, as you can see, they're pretty much spent. So I cut those off because I know that they'll grow some more heads on them. And these are some of the prettiest flowers I've ever seen. I thought at one point that these were the flowers that were in parks when we went walking, but they're not. These are really pretty. The ones in the parks have spikes everywhere. Now, I do think that they are a close relative, but it's not the same. But this is a beautiful flower, y'all. If you want to grow something different, you want to grow a different type of flower, the basket flower is easy to grow. It's really pretty, and then you get like lots and lots, tons and tons of blooms from these. I am going to harvest the seeds because I plan on planting these next year. I'm probably gonna have a bigger area with my basket flowers because this is the first year that I've had them. I got ordered these also from Baker's Creek, and I am, of all the flowers that I've ordered, that like just pollinating friendly flowers, these are it. I love these basket flowers. These are my favorite flowers so far. Not to, you know what? Let me take that back because I do love the African blue disc. That is a beautiful flower too. But this one right here, this marigold, this key lime, is going to get dried out because it's already, withering, as you can see. So that's one that is going to get dried out immediately. I'm not going to put it in any type of bouquet. So is this zinnia. This is another fruit smoothie, zinnia. I even got one of the bunny tails because I want to dry this, and look at that. I mean, that is just the cutest and softest thing ever. So I'm going to dry this and get the seeds from it, because I definitely am going to be planting more of those. That was a new one for me this year too, and these are all spent, so there is no way that I will be putting these in a bouquet. That's why I'm cutting them. And then those stems can go in compost. So we just pulling the heads off of these basket flowers here. Well, not pulling them off, but cutting them off. And they're actually baskets. They have like little baskets at the bottom that are so darn nice, man. And then the flower basically sticks out of the basket. So it's really, I mean, like I said, this is a really cool plant. And I am going to have a ton of seeds. This is another key lime marigold that, as you can see, it was pretty much on its last legs. These are more. This is how many basket flowers I have out there, y'all. Okay, they're in like 2 beds, I think, but they're plentiful. They are really plentiful. Most of these are that. And then this is another key lime. As you can see, these also were spent. But those have expanded. They actually have a new wing. I'm saying this is one of those blue disc, African blue disc daisies that is dried up. So I'm gonna dry this and see if there are any seeds in here. They're so pretty too. Like I say, most of these are basket flowers. So I got a whole bunch of basket flowers. Oh, these are Gailardias. These are Gailardias. Those are cool. And I'm gonna dry these. You know what? I'm gonna leave some of this stem on just so I know. So these are Gailardias. I told you. Oh, these are Scarbosia, Paper Moon. These are actually the seed pods. I think these are some of the best looking seed pods ever. I ordered this for the seed pod, and being also that they are pollinators love these. But these are already ready. All I have to do is chop these off, set them to the side to dry, and I got new Scarbosias. So Paper Moon. I had one of my subscribers that told me how to say it properly. I'm not sure if I. This was a while ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, so my memory is not as sharp. But I'm not remembering if I'm saying it right now. But do understand, I read your comment, and I am not good sometimes with pronunciations. Sometimes. This is a zinnia. As you can see, it's spent. I'm just going to get all them nice seeds there. And there was a fruit smoothie, if I didn't say it. Basket flower. These are marigolds. And I think these are also key limes, because I can see the little yellow in it. So these are key limes. I should have had some red cactus ones, because there was a lot of those that had bloomed already. More Scarbosia Paper Moons. And hopefully I can get some new heads growing out of there, because they pretty much had stopped. When you don't deadhead your plants, they pretty much just say forget it, and they just stop producing new blooms. So you have to go out and deadhead. And it was raining the other day. I kept making excuses to go out and do this, and I had not done it. And so today I did. I went out and did some things. I unraveled my what was those called? My Kahari melons. They were all intertwined together. This is another. You can see the seeds on this. This is one of those Gailardias. More Paper Moons. Paper Moon. Gailardia. See here, Paper Moon. Paper Moon. Gailardia. I don't even have to do nothing to that for real. I just did it just because. This is another Gailardia. Bless me. Sorry, yeah. There's probably something in here that I'm allergic to. I also have horrible allergies, so. Excuse me, y'all. I'm keeping those in there. I am keeping those in. I don't know how to edit anyway, but yeah. So I'm pulling out the rest of these little Scarbosias and paper. Now wait a minute. This is a Hawaiian marigold. I can see that this is orange, and so is this. These are Hawaiians. These are also. This is one Hawaiian. This is Hawaiian. You can see it's orange, and this is a key lime. So I can see what those are. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. So I also, Scarlardia, did a couple of toothache plant buds, but I saw out there anyway, and that's these. These work, okay, y'all, they work. And so what we have been doing with these is putting them in a tincture, and then he does rubs, like he rubs my joints with them. With the tincture, and it actually works. Like I've been having these really awful back problems, and so he has been taking these, and we crushed them up really good, put them in a little bit of alcohol, let it come out a little bit, and then we poured in some baby oil. I know that sounds crazy, but it works. It works. So yeah, this is a wonderful natural pain reliever. The toothache plant. If you have a toothache, you can actually chew it. It feels like I know when we were kids, we used to take those little radio batteries. Like you hardly ever see those nowadays, but we used to take those little radio batteries and put them on our tongue to see if they were still good. I don't know. I actually, if that is a true fire method to test, but I do know that that's what we used to do when we were kids. And that's what it's like when you eat one of those toothache plants, when you chew it up and it stays in your mouth for ages, and it's just I mean, if you really need it, but if it's just something that you was like, I'm just doing this to try it, you try it, y'all. It'll wake you up a little bit. This is a Cosmo. So yeah, now that's all of the ones that I brought in today. So my last thing that I am going to do here is my celery salt. I'm gonna push this back. And then when we do our stevia, basically what I'm going to do here is basically just cut this in pieces. I see one of my toothache plants because I still have to rinse this. So I'm just gonna cut this in pieces. Big enough pieces to fit on this here rack. Now, like I said, I still have to rinse these, which I'm going to do. And I'm just going to fill up this dehydrator tray like so, as you can see. And this is stevia, and it's just going to go on my dehydrator until it's dry. Okay, so let me get this this mixer, this blender. This is the blender that I use when I do all of my powders because it is wonderful for doing powders. And it is my NutriBullet. Now all I need is the thing for this. So I do my eggshells, any powder that I need to do, I do in here. So I have my celery, and this is actually the leaves and all. This is everything. So like I said, if you don't have any homegrown celery, you can just, when you buy celery at the store, like just take out the because usually it goes to waste or you throw it away anyway. So any extra parts of celery that you may have left, dry them and put them in a dehydrator, and then crush them up. Make you some nice celery salt. So this is going to be really quick here. So I'll just load that up, and let's hope that this thing works this time. Because sometimes it tries to play with me, y'all. It tries to anyway. Gonna plug this bad boy on up. Let's make sure we getting this in. We got this in the camera view because we want everybody to be able to see it. And so also what we gonna add to this is salt. So I'm getting my flaky salt, flaky white salt. And as you can see, this is probably about a 1/3 cup of salt, which is good. I try not to use a lot of salt. And then that is sea salt. So let me see if I can get this to go. Because last time it was shorting out. It's probably gonna go here. Shake that up. As you can see. All right, y'all. Now I can see that this is a powder. So let's unplug this. Move this to the side, y'all. Okay, I'm grabbing a little spoon and a bowl because we're going to mix this together and make our celery salt. So we got our salt, which is about 1/3 cup of sea salt, flaky sea salt. And let's see how our celery looks here. Oh gosh, it smells so celeried. It's a word. So this is probably about, say, a 1/2 cup of celery powder. I'm going to put that in, mix that together, make our really quick celery salt. It's that simple, everybody. It is that simple. Really quick celery salt. And it's nice and powdery. And this is completely organic. I grew my own celery this year. And this is what I got. This is actually 6 heads of celery dehydrated. So we got our celery salt here. And we can add this back to our jar. You know what else we have, y'all? We got a funnel. Yeah, do it the right way with the funnel. At least try. And that mixes it up well. probably gonna relabel this celery salt. And that is homemade celery salt, y'all. So I did everything I needed to do today. I'm finished with this. I just have to rinse my stevia, dry it, probably put this in another little, this is the little celery salt I had left that would not fit. And so I'm probably going to put this in something. You know what? I can put this in one of my little, I know this says seasoning salt. I can easily change this. But this is one of my little seasoning things here that I have hanging on the wall. Not on the wall, but on my cabinets. I have metal cabinets. And so some of my seasonings I can hang up because they have magnets on the back of my seasonings here. So I know this says seasoning salt, but it's not. It's celery salt. I have extra stickers. I just have to pull one off. But yeah, hopefully you saw something interesting today. I did something that is unique that you've never seen before. And I hope you can join me next time when we're processing things in my kitchen. And we're going to be processing a lot of stuff coming up because I got a lot of stuff that's coming to maturity out there. I got watermelons. I have cantaloupe. I have more sunflowers. I have gourds. I have tigger melons. I have all types of stuff outside. And I don't know how many varieties of cucumbers. So I'm going to be processing a lot of stuff this year. Oh, and the corn too. Y'all, I got ears of corn that's like 15 inches long.